Hi, welcome back to Shojo Mac. Today we're going to be talking about Requiem of the Rose King. So, what is this series? It is a medieval type series set in the period of the War of the Roses. It is also a retelling, as far as I'm aware, from what the author says, a retelling of Henry IV and Richard III, which are Shakespeare plays. I'm not familiar with them. I've only read a few that I had to do for school, so I don't know. I don't know about them. I sort of know roughly-ish what happens at that period of time history-wise, but not in his plays. So yeah, this is a retelling of his works, and also covers the real events of what actually happened at the time. So this series, it focuses on the main character, who is there. That is Richard. He is the main character of the series, so it centers on him growing up and being around all this conflict and dealing with his father, who is trying to reclaim the throne. Now Richard, for whatever reason, they kind of touch on it. I'm not 100% sure if they revealed it or not in this volume, but kind of. Richard has a dark secret, or a secret that he has to keep, that potentially will ruin everything for him, as it states, I believe, right there. So he has a secret that basically could ruin everything, and they talk about it a little bit, but I'm still unsure whether it's been revealed in full. Now the first few pages, or like first quarter or so maybe, of this wasn't massively invested. There's a lot of, introducing characters, introducing what's happening with the world, and there's a lot to take in. So it is a bit of a, not massively, but like a bit of an exposition dump that you need to get through before you actually get into like the meat of the series. Once that's done though, it really does start to pick up, and I became pretty, interested to see where it went, and invested in a few of these characters. There are a lot of characters, and I saw it compared to kind of being like Game of Thrones. I picked this up because I watched, I think it was based Senpai, one of his manga hauls, and he was talking about this, and I'd never heard of it. He said it was quite Game of Thronesy, and I thought, I like Game of Thrones, other than the last couple of seasons, but I like Game of Thrones, so I thought I would pick it up, and I can definitely see the comparisons. Like, the first thing that not drew me to it, but like made me think, oh, this is kind of Game of Thrones, is that, like I said, the immediate expedition dump of a lot of characters, like a fair few characters, and a lot of faces you're seeing around and thinking like, oh, who is who at first, and especially with, in fact, this series doesn't seem like it's going to shy away from, death, and especially the death of important characters. So, kind of Game of Thrones in that sense, that they just don't care who they kill. They don't care. So I picked up, obviously, the first few volumes of this, which I tend to do with a new series, 1 to 3 volumes, to see if I enjoy it. And I did enjoy this volume. It really picks up about like, midway for the rest of the volume, picks up and definitely gets interesting. It's a pretty cool story so far, and I really want to know where it goes and how it ends up. I believe there's almost 12 volumes out in English for the UK anyway, so I'll definitely be picking up more of this series because I did enjoy it, and I would definitely recommend it to anybody that is into their medieval stuff. It's not massively fantasy. There's a couple of like fantasy-ish elements that I'm not sure whether it's going to go further into that, or whether it's just characters dreaming and such, that kind of thing, or whether it is full-on fantasy, but we're yet to see. So either way, if you're a fan of like medieval stuff, your history, or your Game of Thrones, I would definitely recommend at least picking this volume up and seeing if you enjoy it, because I definitely did, and I'm really looking forward to continuing the series and reading it and seeing where it goes from there. But yeah, that's all from me. Definitely recommend this. I enjoyed it, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. Also, if you want to help support the channel, give me a subscribe as well as one of them thumbs, and then you'll be able to see whatever I'm doing next. It'll be my June manga haul, probably be coming up shortly, so I'm going to go over everything I've picked up in June, There were a couple of things that I probably don't think are going to arrive from eBay, so I'll just be getting my money back for them, which is a shame. I was really looking forward to, got a couple of good deals. One of the packages arrived, the other one has, you know, I've been waiting on it for 3 weeks and it doesn't look like it's ever going to arrive, so that's a shame. Maybe you'll see that one in the next haul after June. But yeah, I'm going to be picking up, going through, ordering a few more series today once I've done editing this video probably, and then you get to check out what I've picked up in June in maybe a few days. We'll see when the stuff arrives, but that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Shaun and Mac out. Peace.